Hello guys, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today we're taking a look at a really interesting watch from About Vintage. This brand has been around for quite some time, and you probably have heard of them by now. They make a lot of vintage-inspired watches. As you can tell, this one is their 1926 automatic. This one's starting at $479 US, throwing the price out there. It's a pretty decent watch, very nice quality, and some decent packaging as well. Comes with a 2-year warranty. And I thought it'd be interesting to feature it on the channel for you guys. So definitely a smaller, more modern size for the watch enthusiast, I'd say, including the case size and all that, the dimensions. But it has some nice set of specifications, very good quality build. I think it looks pretty nice. So let's see what's on my wrist, and we'll jump right into it, guys. On my wrist today is the Oceanica Thresher. This is a super compressor style dive watch with a nice green dial, a nice oyster bracelet, really nice clean dive watch. Yeah, loving it. That's what's on the wrist today. Now, the watch itself does come with an extra band, as you can see in this nice little box. You do get a genuine leather band as well. So, nice little accessory. Now, it is rated 100 meters, so I'm definitely going to keep it on that NATO style strap. But it's good to have as a backup, and the actual quality of this is not that bad. Comes with a nice custom buckle as well. Quick release. I think it's a nice little add-on. Also, you can get it on the, I believe there's a 3-link style bracelet, like an old kind of Jubilee style bracelet. Yeah, which actually looks really nice. I think it's a little more money, but yeah, that one really looks pretty nice. The packaging actually is pretty decent. Comes in a nice wood box as well. As you can see here, About Vintage by Scove Anderson, that is the owner of the company, based in the Netherlands. Let me just get this off here, as you can see. And inside you get your little 2-year warranty, stuff you need to know how to use the watch, and a little thank you note from the 1926 packet. And you also do get a nice wood box. You can see there, a very nice little wood box. Feels pretty nice. Inside, the watch will come on the pad, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, not too bad. I think the packaging is definitely good enough for the price tag. Now, getting dimensions out of the way, this watch is housed in a solid 316L stainless steel case, the industry standard. It's pretty much brushed all around. It does have a very nice vintage aesthetic to it, which I do approve of. It's kind of throwing homage to the 50 Fathoms here, as you can see. But it's not, 1-to-1-to-1. It kind of does its own little thing, which is pretty nice. I did state it does have 100 meters of water resistance, so okay to, take in the ocean, the pool. Many of you guys are not diving past, 40 meters anyway, so I would not really worry about that. Yeah, but the watch is actually 39 millimeters across, which is a very nice modern size for the average guy. Fits my wrist just perfectly. In terms of case thickness, including the domed sapphire crystal, it is 13 millimeters. Knock a millimeter off that if you want to, minus the domed sapphire crystal. But yeah, the watch itself, lug to lug, we're looking at 47 millimeters top to bottom, so really nice specifications. We get a screw down slightly, kind of a slight onion style crown here, as you can see, with the About Vintage logo. 120 click dive bezel. The bezel is not loomed. We do get lume on this kind of sandwich dial, which is a matte black, comes in matte blue also. We get nice long hands, as well as a nice long smooth sweeping seconds hand, which is actually pretty thin and reaches all the way out to the chapter ring, which I do approve of. The dial is pretty simple. We get the About Vintage logo applied at 12, and then at the 6 o'clock, it does state About Vintage 1926 at sea automatic. As you can see, the lume is kind of beneath that matte black dial there. It glows a nice greenish color. We'll get a lume shot towards the end of the video. Anyway, the finishing on the watch is actually really good. The case is cut very nicely. It's a nice smooth brushed finish. No sharp edges or anything like that. It's really finished to a great, to an extent of detail that would exceed a watch that costs like $200 or something like that, I'd say. The finishing is really good. Very smooth and nicely brushed, as well as the tops of the lugs, which are 20 millimeters in between the lugs. We get a coin edge bezel here for some good grip when you rotate the bezel. So it's 120 clicks if you want to time up to 60 minutes here. Very good action, I must say. I do approve. And everything does line up to that 12 o'clock position. We do get a domed sapphire crystal. I believe this is a double domed. I'm pretty sure because there's no glare there. But yeah, it comes a little bit above the bezel, which is very nice, that vintage kind of aesthetic which I was talking about. We get a screw down crown over here. We have a Miyota 8215. So most of you guys are pretty familiar with the Miyota movements. It's a Japanese-made automatic caliber. The Miyota 8215 itself has around, I would say, around a 40-hour power reserve from my experience. You get self-winding. As you can see, it's pretty smooth. Pretty easy to grip this crown as well. It is already running though, so let me pull out one position. This movement does have a date, so you do get a ghost date on this. Final position, as you can see, there is no hacking on this actual movement. And then we can set the time, push it back down, screw the crown back in. Everything functions as it should there. But yeah, the actual band it comes on, which I think is actually pretty nice, is this custom style band here. You see we have the logo on a polished buckle. Two keepers here. Pretty nice material. Not too thick, so it does fit very nicely, as you can see there. Some straps are very, thick in this style, like the seatbelt styles. This one, as you can see, fits very nicely. So no issues there. If you want to roll with it on this band, I think you'd be okay. It's a pretty decent band. But yeah, let's take a look at the actual loom. Yeah, I think that's, a big thing for dive watches, obviously. So let's take a quick look at the loom, guys. And the loom is actually really good. That's a nice kind of, bright greenish color. Evenly applied, I must say, even on that upside down, on that triangle at the 12 o'clock position. Everything is pretty bright and evenly applied, which I do appreciate. Kind of like a vintage tone to it if you really look at it. But yeah, loom is pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and throw this watch on my 6.5-inch wrist, show you exactly how it looks on this supplied band. Like I said, it looks really nice on this band. It really fits the case and the whole aesthetic of the watch. Obviously, this watch is a strap monster as well. So I will show you it on another strap as well from my own collection if you want to, see how it would look on a different strap. Something like this, definitely could throw it on a nice rubber band as well. It is a, kind of a dive watch. But yeah, I'm going to throw this on my wrist. But first, I want to show you the actual case back. So let me just pop this off right here. Take a look at the case back and see what they've done with this one. So here we go. As you can see here, About Vintage 10 ATMs has a nice little wave pattern here. Designed in Copenhagen. About Vintage by Scove. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty simple. Screw down case back as well. These pins are quick release also. On the supplied band, as you can see, it really wears quite nice. It's pretty comfortable. Conforms easily to the wrist there. Like I said, with that lug to lug, it fits perfectly. My wrist is 6.5 inches. It looks very nice, very legible, top down, from the side as well. Yeah, but I think definitely very usable on this band it comes with. Like I said, the leather band is really actually of okay quality, but a watch like this, I think it looks a lot better on this band or a rubber band. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it on a rubber band now. Let's see how that looks. I have a nice yellow rubber band from strapsco.com. If you guys don't know Strapsco, they're actually a big strap supplier and seller. And I have one of their rubber bands, a nice real rubber band. I believe it's like $25. I do have a discount code as well for you to save some money. I will drop all that down in the description below. You can check them out. And yeah, I think you get a nice little discount there. And you can always, buy different straps for your watches. Obviously, I change straps on all my watches kind of daily. So let's see how it looks. And here we go. As you can see, this is a really nice rubber band in a yellow color. Now the yellow and the black really fit together really nicely. Black and yellow always goes together. As you can see, it's not that thin, but this thing is like extremely flexible. Like straight out of the package it comes in. You get a nice custom band here. Buckle, sorry. You got two safety keepers and quick release as well. It's 20 millimeters, genuine rubber. Really soft and supple. Doesn't collect lint or anything like that. And let's take it outside and see how this one looks on my wrist. As you can see, it's a pretty nice match with this band. It looks nice on my wrist, nice sunny day out here. And yeah, overall, it's a very comfortable fit with this yellow rubber band. Definitely matches the matte black dial just perfectly. So there you have it, guys. This is the About Vintage 1926. It's one of their more expensive watches, and I would say it's definitely one of their more high quality watches. Overall, I think it's a very nice case. It feels very nice in hands, feels a very good quality. For the price, I'd say maybe you can do a little bit better on the movement, but you are getting a lot, you're getting an extra band, all the packaging and all that good stuff, and a very nice, clean cut case. Not everything goes into the movement, I assume, so, you're paying for other stuff as well. You're getting a domed sapphire. Very nice bezel action, 2 bands with the watch as well. I believe they're having a summer sale. I just checked on their website before this video, which is like 20% off site-wide. So you're not going to pay the full price anyway. But yeah, other than that, I think it's a pretty decent watch. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I will drop some links to About Vintage and Strapsco, where you can get that yellow strap down in the description below, not the comment section. So definitely check it out. Let me know what you guys think. Definitely subscribe to the channel, like the video, throw me a like. Definitely share the video with your friends if you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks so much for tuning in once again. Bye.